Hey guys, Rich here with Brotherhood Reviews, and we're back talking about One Piece. And I promised you guys Kid's backstory in my perspective, because I am not necessarily a Kid fan, and honestly, he gained some respect and he actually lost some respect with his backstory with me, and we'll get to that at the end of the video. But first, if you like videos like this, like, comment, and subscribe for more. Let me know other backstories you want to hear about. And yeah, let's get into it. Now, Kid Killer, Heat, and Wire were all born in the same country, island, outside of the ties with the world government. Now that's very important. Kid and Killer have always been friends since they were very young, but from the way it's written, it seems like all four of them were a part of all four different empires, I would say, that it was split up into. So their country was split up into four different factions, and their factions act as royalty, and they were also ran by gang criminal organizations. So there was a lot of crime and mischief going on throughout their childhood. Now with that being said, they obviously grew up in this tough fight or flight type of lifestyle. Now, Kid and Killer growing up being best friends from the beginning set them apart from Heat and Wire alone, not only because they've known each other longer, but also they fell in love with the same woman at the same time, and her name is Victoria Shurton. I can't pronounce her last name, so I'm not even going to attempt to butcher it, but yes, they fell in love with the same woman at the same time, and this brought up their hate for Udon Noodles, and because that is the reason why she had stopped communicating with them altogether, and this hurt both of them equally. But you know, it was what it was. It seemed like they kind of still kept in touch a little bit, but it doesn't go into more details. It just says she never spoke to them again. And then it turns out when they got older, she was murdered by the criminal gangs. So that's when Kid and Killer teamed up with Heat and Wire to overthrow the government and change how that island was. Now, after they defeated the criminal gangs and the organization, Kid told the rest of the guys that he did not want to stay in that country and be confined to this way of living and to this little corner and speck of the world. So that's when the Kid Pirates were formed, and he named his ship Victoria Punk in honor of Victoria's memory. Now, he gained my respect for obviously overthrowing his government, and this is obvious. Overthrowing the government is obviously probably where he realized he had conqueror's haki, and you know, all his awakening. Maybe he fucking maybe he got it. He got it during that time as well. Now, how he lost my respect a little bit was the fact that if you're from a criminal gang island, how did you not know the music dude? How do you not know he's playing you? You're from an island that's literally filled with criminals. Everything that you have to do is criminal. Like, alright, but anyways, but other than that, like, this is a top tier backstory. I understand why he's a great character. I do respect him and his abilities and his passion for what he believes in, but his judgment of people is what I've always said I didn't like about him, and this just proves me right. And I also want to point out that, like, also, like I said, that it says that all four of them, it alludes to all four of them being from each different faction of their island, but it also kind of makes it seem as if like they were the sons of the rulers of their island. So therefore, you know, with them defeating their fathers and not coming back, and like leaving the island, it's pretty much allowing that island to become a new organization, probably a different one. But that's just what I got from it. I might be wrong, but who cares if I'm wrong? You know, that's just how I interpret it from the way it's written. But yeah, I hope you guys like my breakdown of Kid, one of my most hated characters in One Piece. But I hope you guys have a good day, time, night, whenever you guys are listening to this. Thank